Hello, and welcome to my channel. I'm Mandy Grace, author of 10 novels so far. Those ones specifically. And back, the battery died. Welcome to a random writing vlog. Because we switched books, I no longer have like a numbering system. So it's just a vlog. So far today I looked through my story Bible to familiarize myself with the story once again. That's basically all I've been doing because in the midst of doing that I realized I can't find the I can't find the family tree that I absolutely wrote out 3 years ago when I was writing Maziah's story. I remember doing the years from like the first king of Asgard all the way down to Maziah, the 86 years, I can't speak, the 86 years, and how old each person was when they became the monarch. Like, I had it all written down somewhere, and I cannot for the life of me find it. So then I was just looking for that, and then I thought, you know, I should really vlog this experience. Welcome to Monday. I just don't know. I have resorted to watching the Maziah playlist from 2020, trying to see if I can catch sight of the family tree in one of these notebooks as I flip through them, so I know which one to look in. Because I swear I've looked at all of them, but I know it exists. I don't know, man. I don't know. We're just gonna keep watching this. Just me flipping through things and talking. What are you doing? Hey. Ouch. What? It's not dinner time, it's 3 in the afternoon. You guys, I found it. Look. Look, look, look. Oh no, back a little further. Ha! Right here. This situation is on the back of the map. I did not look in the maps. It is on the back of the map. Welcome to Friday. This is what we do now, Mondays and Fridays. That's all we can do. Last Monday I was still camping, so I was only productive in the afternoon once I got home. And I did a lot of like playing around in Maziah's story, which was a lot of fun. But that's basically all I did on Monday. So now it's Friday, and I have a long list of things, you know. I actually only have 4 things on my have to get done today. I did the Matrix. As per usual, there's some in the yes, it's today. There's a bunch in the I want to do this. There's basically nothing in the... I say basically, there's actually nothing there. There is nothing in the it's urgent but not important section. And then there's nothing that I, like, it's not important, not urgent, it doesn't need to be on my list type stuff. Like, it's just not, it doesn't exist. So, I'm gonna start with the 4 things that are, like, need to happen today things. One of which I can't really tell you about. You probably saw it on the list, but I can't explain it because it's secret. And then I put devotions and workout on there. Not because it's like an urgent kind of thing, but like it's the sort of thing where like it's important to me. I really want to do it, but I don't do it without external motivation because I'm a lazy person. So if it's on my like I'd like to get this done side, the important but not urgent side, I'll put it off. So we moved those things over to the like it's urgent, focus. You need to do these. You want to do these things, Amanda. And the other thing is doing piano lessons with my nephew, because I do his on Fridays. I do the girls on a different day of the week, but I do his on Fridays. Excuse me while I yawn. Oh, here's the other thing. I'm exhausted, because weeks are exhausting, whatever. But also it's that time of month, and I have a sore throat, and I think my body being, like, exhausted and shutting down today is specifically because I started yesterday, which is more information than you needed. But, basically, I'm falling apart. And so I'm bearing that in mind as I approach my giant list of things, because I don't need to overdo it. So, the 4 urgent things, we're starting there. But, assuming we get past that and we still have energy, which I probably will, I have 3 YouTube videos that I need to deal with. I filmed the bullet journal last Friday with the intent of uploading it before I went camping over the weekend. Did not upload it. I also finished filming last week's writing vlog with the intent that I would upload it before I went camping last weekend. Did not do that. So both those things I need to, like, maybe, you know, get on YouTube. And then this week's vlog that I'm currently filming, and then will potentially edit and upload before the day is done, question mark. Which brings me to the film he's fine. Brings me to the film stuff, which is obviously today's stuff. And then No Perfect Kids, because I'm still reading that book, which brings me to the read section, which is No Perfect Kids, and then also the book that I promised to give it a review for and then never read or reviewed, and then the Burnout book. And then writing-wise, working on Maziah, doing some rewriting stuff, I don't know. Social media, Publish and Thrive. I want to compile my YouTube videos from Maziah's experience into one situation, so that now that I'm working on it, I can direct you guys if you missed. Like, if you joined the journey during the rewrites and have been following that playlist, which is also not updated, FYI, you know, and weren't around 3 years ago, I could be like, here it is, all in one place. Because currently it's like Maziah's book is a playlist, and Lance's book is a playlist, and the Dragon's book is a playlist, and they're not together. So I kind of want to make them one situation. But that's not, like, terribly important. That's very low on the list for the day. And the other thing is I really do need a shower before I go to bed, because this is getting ridiculous. That's everything on my list currently. It's about 8 o'clock in the morning, so we have time. I might also put a nap on this list. Good gravy. Also, I started this reading tracker thing this month. I usually have a reading page in my bullet journal, but this time I added a tracker. Because I wasn't feeling like I was reading, because I wasn't reading for pleasure, you know? Which is not entirely true, because the Burnout book is definitely something I'm enjoying. But, anyway, I wasn't doing what my brain was going to call reading. But reading the Burnout book made me process and go, hold on, I actually am doing a lot of reading. So I made this tracker to mark every time I do reading, which includes reading the book of the gal that I'm book coaching. Like, that's reading a book. That counts. Reading Isabel's book counts, even though it's not, like, specifically for pleasure. It's not like a book I just picked up off the shelf. It's one that I agreed to read to review, right? But it's still reading a book. It totally counts. And then obviously reading the Burnout book, and then if I do read anything else, No Perfect Kids, like literally anything, if I read, mark it down. Clearly I haven't been reading a lot, but this was Friday, and I did read, and then this was the weekend, so didn't do anything. Wait, let's see here. Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Yeah, Monday. And then Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday is work. So, y'all know I no longer do anything on Tuesdays, Wednesdays, and Thursdays. Those are preschool days, and nothing happens. There is no productivity whatsoever. So, it looks like I haven't been reading this month, but I know why. Because I went camping, and then I did preschool. But on the 2 days that I wasn't doing other things, I have read. Oh yeah, that green one is today, it's the Burnout book, but I preemptively colored it in because I haven't actually read yet today, but I know that I will. as soon as I do the other things on the... So the burnout book is in the important, not in the urgent section. We have to get through the 4 urgent things first. I gotta stop talking to the camera. Hi, check-in. It's almost 10 o'clock now. I did the secret-y thing that I can't really talk to you about. Spend some time with Jesus. I did a, workout movement kind of thing. It wasn't really working out, it was movement. Because, Xander, please stop humming. I asked you to be quiet for just a minute, and you agreed. So don't be disrespectful and humming in the background. If you would like to make noise and go play, you can go to the playroom. So I started doing, catching up on daily coaching videos because I haven't listened to any of them in the last 2 weeks, since, or more probably, but I only have access to 2 weeks. Which is a little sad, Anya. Not gonna lie. I don't know why we made that a thing, like what the thought process was behind it. Maybe just to encourage people to like actually watch them because it's limited, like, which makes sense. But I'm gonna just say it's a little sad. Anyway, but yeah, so I've been catching up on the 2 weeks that I can catch up on, and really been enjoying that. But one of the things was like a yoga practice for creativity situation. It's actually an excerpt from a larger like one of the educational prickles that I was not at. Haven't watched that one. So anyway, I did the yoga thing with help from the adorable 3-year-old. We did yoga together, and that was my movement. And also did piano with the little man. So that was all the things on the urgent list. So far on my very long, here's a bunch of things I'd like to do today. I've only been working through the data coaching, and that's literally it, because there's been a lot. But we've paused because I ran into the next daily coaching video, which was August 31st. It's the 8th of September today, but anyway, August 31st was the monthly goal review, which I wasn't able to go to because it wasn't at the prickle time that I could go to live. It was in the middle of preschool when I was teaching children, so I could not. Anyway, but I remembered that week that it was happening while I was at preschool, and I was a little sad about it, but it was like, it's fine. I can do it on my own. I know the questions, it'll be fine. I clearly did not do it on my own because I just came across it today on the 8th of September and was like, oh, snap, I never did this. So I paused watching all the things. I'm going to do the goal review, and then I'll finish the daily coaching videos, and then we'll see what I choose to do after that. So I started... Fuzzy. Oh, it's fuzzy. Hello. Come back and focus. I started the August review by spelling August with an E. So then I said, how does one spell words? This is how we're feeling. We no longer know how to spell August. Okay, I edited and uploaded the bullet journal and then also the week prior to camping this past weekend vlog of life and stuff and things. Sort of writing, but also mostly like reading the book coaching book and creating a calendar and like various, you know, I don't know. I vlog my week and you get to see it. But I need a name, you guys, because for the past 2 years almost, all of my writing vlogs have been very focused on a specific project, namely rewriting all of my old books. And so they all have thumbnails that all look exactly the same, and they all go in the same playlist, which by the way I updated that today as well. It took like 30 minutes because the last time I had been updating videos into that playlist was like vlog 37, and we're already in the 60s, even though we've paused now to go do Maziah instead. But we were in the 60s before I quit Cindy, and that's like over 30 videos that I hadn't put in the playlist. So sorry for anyone who follows along the playlist and not like just on my channel or whatever. I don't know. Anyway, yeah, point being, what was the point? Why did I start ranting about playlists? Oh, yes, the point is that they have a theme and they have a name, and so like every single title of a YouTube video is like Dystopian Rewrites Vlog 15, which is number, 37 of all the rewrites or whatever. Like, that is not the name of an actual one because those numbers do not align. If I hadn't quit Cindy, I would be doing vlog like 2265, I think. But like they all had a name, right? And they all belong together, and they all have their matching thumbnail, and it's like a thing, okay? And I've been doing that for 2 years almost. Not quite. It's like 1 year and 8 months, which is almost 2 years. It's over a year and a half. So I got used to having a specific theme for my writing vlogs. And now that I've gone back to Maziah, A, there's not a theme, and B, there's not a specific playlist, because I had Maziah's work in progress in a playlist called Maziah's Work in Progress. And then I had Lance's Work in Progress in his own playlist called Lance's Work in Progress. And then I had the Dragon's Work in Progress actually in a playlist called Camden's Work in Progress, because I thought it was going to be Camden's story. And then when I started writing it, I realized I actually wanted the dragon perspective instead, and so it's the dragon's perspective, but I didn't update that on the playlist, so it's just all over the place. There's 3 different playlists. And presumably I was going to make a 4th one for book 4. So instead of doing that, I want to compile them into one. I might leave those other ones because they're already there, but I'm going to compile the videos all into one playlist. Like the original, like 2020, diving into the story magic that happened, and then writing the other 2 stories in 2021, and now diving back in 2023. I want it all in one spot so that if you weren't here back in 2020, if this is like, what, Maziah, who's that? Like, I want an easy spot where I can be like, here you go. So, I didn't do that yet because I got distracted putting all the Robin Hood books, not the Robin Hood books, the dystopian books and the Robin Hood books into the Robin Hood and dystopian trilogy playlist. So I still haven't done the Maziah thing. I am going to get on a prickle, the one that I used to host, shortly. Bubby, please don't move my chair.
This is right there.
Okay, well, don't move the chair that I am currently sitting in.
This is in my tail.
Anyway, I'm going to get on the prickle and potentially write in Maziah's book, Spruce Up Chapter 2. Okay, I got on my prickle and finished compiling the Maziah Lance and Idri. Listen, I can't say his name. In my head it sounds nice. I like the spelling of it. I can't say my dragon's name. Anyway, whatever his name is, yes, I compiled all of them together and accidentally discovered that I never finished book 3. Guys, the last video was talking about how, oh, maybe I'll finish book 3 in like February or whatever, yada yada, making my goals for 2022, except I know for a fact that the only thing I wrote in 2022 was just the Robin Hood books the entire year. So I went and looked, I was like, I didn't do that in February. How? What? I'm confused. So I went and looked, and it literally has, like, look at this. Look at this. This should be a scene. This should be a scene. And then it just ends. It just stops. In the middle. This is not an end of a story. Do you see this? I never finished this book. Oh, lordy. It's fine. It's all fine. We're not dealing with that yet. We're on book 1, which I said I was going to work on for this prickle, so I'm going back to it. Also weird to be on a 3 p.m. prickle and not chat with everyone. Like, I literally only said the part about me, and I didn't, like, comment on everyone else's. Guys, I really liked hosting, okay? I liked being able to talk to everyone. But this is actually really good. My energy levels and, like, my mental health and my stress and everything this week of not hosting has been so much better, because I don't have to rush to get on. It's to, like, leave preschool and get home and get Bud settled and, like, get on really fast and, like, all this stuff. And then I'm doing something for that entire hour, and then at the end of it, I go to the bus, and, like, there's not a break in the day at all. So having the break in the day, and then also if I get on, it's not a rush to get on. Like, all of it has just... I didn't realize hosting was so energy penny stealing for me, but it was, and now it's not. But at the same time, I do still, like, really miss hosting and talking to people. But it's fine. Anyway, Maziah. Okay, I'm home now. I wrote over 700 words on the prickle in a brand new scene that was not in the original. I'm not sure what to do with chapter 2, because the first time I was rewriting it on Monday, I think it was, I took the council scene that used to be the opening and started that in chapter 2, but as like a different council scene. So I took the like introductions of people like Lady Juliet and the king, and like the ways I described them from that scene, And then, like, Maziah's brother Arturius being like, his buttons are all wrong and his hair's a mess and he doesn't look like a prince and, like, he's not paying attention. So, like, I took aspects of the opening scene from the original version, and then, like, switched up what Maziah was thinking and doing, basically. And then, like, cut out the part about Merlin bursting in with the dragon news, because we already knew that, like, that wasn't a thing anymore. So Merlin's just absent from the meeting and, like, building up the anticipation of, like, who is this magical Merlin guy and why is Maziah so interested in him and the dragon. Except I didn't love it. So, like, I redid it on Monday and I had fun, but, like, I just, it didn't feel quite right. So today I actually restarted chapter 2 with a scene where Maziah is actually, she's standing by a life-size painting portrait of the grandmother who raised her after her mom was murdered, and, you know, feeling emotional. And then I introduced the other friend who's not one of the ladies in waiting. So the group of girls, it's the 3 ladies in waiting, and Maziah, obviously, and then it's also one other random noblewoman. And so I introduced her in that scene, chapter 2, and I really like it. I haven't finished the scene because I had to go get, you know, bus and stuff, and then I came home and things. So there's more that I will write, hopefully this weekend. But, yeah, I don't know. I really like where it's going. I think I might still keep the reworked council scene, because we do need to be introduced to the council members and start Maziah's, like, political scheming. So I might still keep it, but I think I'm still gonna, like, shift and adjust what's going on in the meeting and make it focus more on the upcoming announcement of who's going to be the heir. I'm gonna make that the focus of the meeting, because right now the focus of the meeting is, like, Maziah's not paying a whole lot of attention because she's thinking about the dragon and, like, where's Merlin? Why isn't he at the meeting? And is he talking to the people about the dragon? And I think having a focus on the dragon is good, because he's a major player. If you've been paying attention, you will have noticed that he is the POV of book 3. So it's definitely important. But I think at this point in the story, we're still building up to the catalyst, the moment that the king chooses her brother to be the heir instead of her because she is magical. Yeah. We're like leading up to that tension first. So, I'm gonna make the dragon the subplot currently. You know, just like a thread back there, and then you're like, oh wait, he is important. So I'm gonna shift, yeah, I'm gonna keep reworking the introduction of the council scene. And I could still have Merlin being missing and Maziah thinking about him and the dragon, but the content of the conversation and the tension around who's going to be heir, like, that would be a discussion they'd be having, the council, like, leading up to him making the decision. That would be a hot topic. And maybe they don't have all of those open conversations when Maziah and Arturius are present, but they are part of the council, and so, like, they would be around when the different advisors and nobles and, like, people are talking to the king about who should be heir. So I don't know. I'll have to keep reworking that. But anyway, all of that is to say, this is probably the end of this particular video, and we'll see what I do with that scene in the next one. Also, if you have an idea for, like, a clever name or way that I can bunch the Arthurian Legend series vlogs together without having to say that sentence every time I open a video, it's terrible. But, like, the dystopian rewrites, it'd be like, welcome to vlog, you know, 16 of the dystopian rewrites, which is, you know, whatever. Y'all know, you've been here. But I don't want to be like, hi, welcome to my channel, I'm Mandi Grace, author of 10 novels so far. Welcome to vlog... What? How do you number them? Like, you can't number them unless, like, is it vlog 2? Because, you know, the last one, like, switching to Maziah from Cindy was vlog 1. Or was writing Maziah's book originally in 2020 vlog 1 through like 15. You know, like I don't think I can number them, but I want a way to be like, welcome to the next vlog that is specifically about Maziah. I don't know, you guys. I'm overthinking it. Anyway, if you have suggestions, let me know. Kitten, what do you need? She's so demanding.